Now back to Inside West Virginia Politics with Mark Curtis.
And welcome back to this Sunday's edition of Inside West Virginia Politics. Let's continue our discussion of education reform here in the state of West Virginia. I'm joined by Dale Lee. He is the president of the West Virginia Education Association. We've heard from Senate President Carmichael, and now we're going to get Dale Lee's response to, held this up earlier, the West Virginia Student Success Act of 2019. Do you see much in here different than Senate Bill 451, and what's your reaction to this?
Not a lot different. The only thing is they took ESAs out and put it in a separate bill. They've expanded the charters to unlimited and allows the higher ed people to start 4 charters across the state, plus a couple more Mountaineer Challenge Academies that will be classified as charters. The amazing thing about this is that all the provisions go into effect in the 2021 school year. So the raises and the wraparound services don't go into effect until the 2021 school year. So why is the rush to get this thing out so quickly?
So we would go a whole year without the teacher pay raises, without a lot of the things that people agree on should be in this bill. Is there any way to change this during the course of the debate and make it retroactive and start this coming year?
Yes, there is a way to change it, but Mitch and everyone has said all along that they fully intend to give teachers the raise. But according to this bill, they fully intend to give teachers a raise only if you accept all of these things and the year after it was promised.
So you mentioned they took out the education savings account, which was really one of 2 lightning rod issues, the other being charter schools. Right. At one point, there were 2 or 3 experimental charter schools on a pilot basis, and then that passed the House but never got back to the Senate. Are they expanding charter schools to a point where it is unacceptable to your union and the other teachers?
Absolutely, it's unacceptable. Any charters that take away public school money, even if you call them public charters, they're still taking away from all the kids for a select few. It's just unacceptable. Also in the bill, they take away seniority in RIF and transfer situations, and that's a non-starter for us too.
Teachers are upset about this. They're going to be at the Capitol in force like they were the last 2 years for the teachers' strike. What kind of impact does that have, do you think, to have teachers there chanting, shouting, making their positions heard by the thousands?
I think politicians vote a little differently when they have to look someone square in the eye. It's different if you're only going back to your constituents after a few weeks and see them that way. But when you're right there and they're in the gallery and you have to cast that vote while they're looking from the gallery, I think it makes a difference.
The Senate's trying to do this all in one day with one large bill. The House has a different plan. It's coming back June 17th, and the House members on both sides of the aisle are talking about maybe 7, 8 individual bills to address these things. I assume you prefer that approach.
Oh, absolutely. We've said all along that even the good ideas in this should be voted on individually. You should not lump everything into one omnibus bill. Everything should stand on their own merit. And if Mitch and the Republicans think these are such great ideas, then let them stand on their own merit.
Do you think this, I mean, realistically, the fiscal year ends June 30th. Can this all get done, signed, sealed, and delivered by the end of June, do you think?
You know, it's hard to predict. My guess is no.
So what does that mean? Do we entail other special sessions during the course of the year and then maybe do the pay and everything retroactively, or are we waiting till January to fix all this perhaps?
Again, in this bill, the pay doesn't go into effect until the 2021 school year anyway. So if that's the case, I don't know what the rush is. Why are you wasting taxpayers' dollars by all this special session and extending it when you're not doing anything until the 2021 school year anyway?
I got to ask you about some of the things you both sides agree on, and one of them is giving more local flexibility, allowing the local school boards and the administrators in individual schools to make some decisions. What's the benefit of that as opposed to having things sent out from Charleston all over to 55 counties?
Well, we've said all along that you really need site-based decision making and staff development. Your school knows what they need for staff development, and this bill does provide some of that, but in the same token, it mandates other staff development. We already have several staff developments that are mandated at this point, like the suicide prevention and those things, and this increases that with a mandate that all teachers be trained in the social aspects of the drug problems, which is not a bad idea, but to mandate it is not the right way to do it. If you're saying you're giving local control, let the local decide when they need to do it.
We want to thank Dale Lee, the president of the West Virginia Education Association. A lot to digest here.
Yes,
we'll continue to follow this issue, Dale. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to have more of Inside West Virginia Politics. Adrienne Robbins joins us for a segment next.